he didn't listen to the intrusive thoughts.
That was the perfect time to hit the button.
They don't even know what you were talking about.
It's a great shirt, by the way, man.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 49.
Is that a Stella?
Shout out to Ken Schrader.
Shout out. That does look like a Stella.
It is a Stella.
I recognize the paper top that you have to
Switch it up.
Yeah, hi, I'm Drive Through. Rusty's here, Slap's here, Cody's here, Ben's here.
Hello.
Yeah. Do we? I want to do something special for next week, but I haven't figured it out yet. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. But this is also the last ever episode of this show, so just don't watch again.
Kill it.
It's over.
Yeah, it's dead. You know what else is dead?
It's Jover.
NASCAR. NASCAR is dead. We're supposed to open the show and talk about it, but they didn't do anything this week, which I guess kind of makes sense because they were just all over the West Coast for the last few weeks. Give them a damn break.
I'm not gonna lie though, the 2021 when they did the Olympics and they had like 2 weeks off and we got to see like NASCAR drivers just like while out on Instagram and stuff. That was pretty based.
As long as they don't go skiing or snowboarding or whatever.
Hey, that was the summer of white boy summer and Kyle Busch twerking on by the pool.
Hey yo. F1 happened. It was okay. An IndyCar happened and nobody watched that.
What? No,
IndyCar was based. What are you
Oh,
talking
people watched
about?
IndyCar?
It was mega based.
IndyCar was pretty sick.
Damn.
I saw highlights.
Dude, they repaved it. It was fast. It was slick. Everyone was just fucking it and
Yeah.
All right, I stand corrected.
going on the
Drivers
track.
were just
It was-
brawling and body slamming each other. It was hot, dude.
Yeah,
It was
the
so
last
hot.
the last few years, IndyCar Road America has been a little just kind of lackluster, a little bit boring. But yeah, something with the repave. Like there was so much drama even before the first qualifying session.
Dude, there
Scott
was, like-
Dixon and Will Power. Scott Dixon like spun
I
coming
do
out of
remember
Canada
seeing that.
corner, and he was trying to like go to the left or something. I don't know where the hell he was trying to go because even if he went up a few turns, pit road's on the right side of the track, not the left side. But yeah, he like Grosjean or someone clears him, and he just cranks the wheel to the left, and Will Power's there, and just Will Power
Killed
starts
him.
wanting to throw hands afterwards. And this is practice. We're not even.
Yeah, there was like
qualifying yet.
seven like separate crashes like just in practice. Like dudes are just like on it.
Damn.
They were sending it, and
Dude,
even
they
in
were
the
going
race,
to the
3
repave.
seconds faster. They were flat out through the carousel, dude. It was
Damn.
nutty.
IndyCar that Road America is
Dude.
back.
And Will Power cut like an unbelievable promo, like just going at Dixon and then threw a jab
Yeah.
at Grosjean right at the end. It's like, we need more of this. We need more.
Mhm. He did do the double birds.
Yeah, doing the
The power birds. Yep.
Damn, I should have watched
That's like
that.
his
I
signature
honestly thought it was
move.
gonna be
I'm surprised he
bad.
didn't do that when he won the Indy 500.
Would you get fined for that as a driver? Flipping birds on TV?
Yeah,
or
but
whatever?
you'd win so much money at the Indy 500, it wouldn't matter.
That's
Who am I
fair.
thinking of that won the Indy 500 and they just cut to his radio and they just yell "fuck"? Who am I thinking of? Who the fuck am I thinking of?
I don't know IndyCar enough for that.
God damn it!
All right, you work on that. We'll work on
Okay.
what's Twitter doing. There's been a lot of Chicago talk. The NASCAR race at Chicago is.
Can we talk about the brain dead kid who said passing an F1 so rare, so it's more special, and there's so much passing in IndyCar, it doesn't matter.
Dude, there's
Oh yeah, I did see that.
there's so many bad F1 fan takes. It's just like
I hate
I'm brain
F1
dead
just
to it.
because of kids on Twitter.
Dude, I saw a good meme. Like, it should be illegal to see a 14-year-old's opinion on Twitter. Like get him out of here. Like,
It's supposed to be a site for only 18 and up. Like, what the fuck? Because you can find like gore and porn, and then some like 13-year-old telling you, "Hey, I'm 13. By the way, here's my fucking awful take."
here's my opinion that makes no sense. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
those teenagers and their TikTok-addled brains regurgitating whatever nonsense just passes through their fucking brain hole.
Well, there's a lot of adults being stupid too, because there's a lot of rednecks who I guess haven't been in a city before, and everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Chicago is so, people are gonna get shot. There's gonna be fucking horrible things happening in a race weekend," which is literally in like a beautiful park downtown, like by the water.
It is in the best part of Chicago.
Yeah.
And
Like
people
it's
are complaining
literally
about it.
like a great place to be, and people are being stupid.
Meanwhile, Scott Dixon got robbed at gunpoint at a Taco Bell right outside the Speedway in Indiana.
These things happen.
We went to Indiana. We heard fucking drive-by shooting first night we were there.
Dude,
Hey
night
yo,
ball.
We're like unloading like all the liquor to make the blue
punch.
water.
wait, like at the house?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
house.
Oh
And
no!
they're like, we're unloading all the liquor, and then all of a sudden I hear, like, as I'm bringing the last bag in,
Nice noise gate.
Yeah, that noise gate hated that.
But yeah,
and all these pops go off, and then like a little while later, it's like, guys, I think somebody just did a drive-by shooting, and then we hear the sirens come by. And then
Oh my
Rusty, of course, ordered a fucking pizza, so now he's got to go pick that up. He goes by where the fucking shooting was
So
happening.
yeah, so I cross the intersection and I see the lights like down like one of like the main veins, and it takes. I'm like, please don't follow me, and it follows right behind me towards the murder scene or whatever, what the alleged murder scene. I don't know what went down there, but I could not believe I was like, as it was happening live in Indianapolis. Like I'm just trying to get a pizza, and like I stumble upon the scene that like Slap told us about like 3 minutes prior. Like,
Oh my
and then
God.
Rusty like showing us like video as he like driving by
Yeah.
it, just like all this lights and everything is starting to get dark out. He's like, "No, dude, I just want to get out of here. Just want to get out of here." He gets to the fucking pizza place. They haven't even started making the pizza yet. He's like, "God
You
damn, I
guys
wanna
sitting
get
there
outta
for
here."
20 minutes.
I'm glad me and Caleb missed that.
Was that on the? I saw people posting like lists of like cities more dangerous than Chicago. Was Indy on that list? I think
Yeah.
it might
Yeah.
have been.
It has to be.
I know St.
Indy
Louis
was there,
definitely was
Milwaukee, St. Louis.
tough.
yeah, Milwaukee, I think was like top 6. It was like 6 on that list.
Damn.
Shout out, hometown.
Those are just major cities though. Like if you look at like per capita, like some of the most dangerous places in the United States are like in Alabama and Mississippi.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Montana.
The places where a lot of these people scared of cities are
Ted
from.
Kaczynski. More like dead Kaczynski, am I right?
Yeah. We're still like 2 weeks away from that Chicago race, so I'm just worried. I'm just
I
worried that
cannot
this
wait for this
conversation will
shit show.
keep
God,
going.
it's going to be a shit
Yeah.
show. Not because of like crime, just because it's a street course. They're trying to get it ready. They're going to fuck it. They're going to fumble the bag either in construction or maybe, or if it actually does go off, everybody who's racing there is going to take their brain, throw it out the window, and just drive like absolute animals.
So in iRacing, I think 2 weeks ago, whenever the new update dropped, they like updated the Chicago street course to match what it's actually going to be like walls and everything for the actual race. And so I've actually been driving it because they have AI too, which means I'm actually using it. And there's a couple turns. There's one of them where you have to like brake, turn right 45 degrees, and then brake some more, where I think people are just going to fuck it. And then there's another one at the end of the
water
lap.
fountain at Long Beach is just kind of weird, and
But it's worse than that because you have to like brake a little bit and then get it turned in and then brake more. And I think people are going to like mess up the rhythm there. But there's also, after they do the little like where they go straight and they do like the whoop-de-whoop around the pillars or whatever in the park, there's this one part of the track that's like 2 cars wide. It's just like a little chute, and you come out of this you get this right turn, left turn, right turn where you're like on the edge, and then you have to brake really hard down this little chute for like a 90-degree corner with like no runoff.
I'm sitting there. That's gonna be like red flag city. Tons of dudes piling in. I can't wait.
People are
There was a bunch of grandstands.
all over it, dude.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of grandstands right there too, like right next to that little chute. I don't know what it's called, but
This track is going to be the American Macau. Mark
yeah,
our
they're gonna
words.
stack it up like that one Macau wreck where they just had like Mercedes
Which one?
and
You're gonna have to
Porsches
be more
flying.
specific.
Yeah,
When they
it's
stacked
all
up
of them.
they stacked up the GT cars at one time so
I
bad
know
that they had
exactly
like
which one you're
20
talking
cars
about.
just blocked. The whole thing was just stuck.
Millions and millions of pounds of damage. Oh, the mighty Macau strikes
So the
again.
humanity.
Yeah, exactly. Let me pull up a map of this because I'm telling you, man, it's gonna
If
happen.
there's no runoff, that's just awful design.
No runoff anywhere. It's just barrier. Like
Turn 11. Here, I'll pull this up. Because the first one that I was talking about, turn 4, like you kind of got to like turn left or turn right here and then brake harder for turn 5.
Dude,
That's a little bit sketchy.
Someone's cartwheeling over Lakeshore Avenue and flipping.
Turn 11, you come out of this whoop-de-whoop and you just have this tiny little chute and then just wall.
Is that a tree there?
Yeah, 'cause that's in like the boulevard in the middle of the road, so they have to use one side, so it's only a few lanes wide.
Dude, you're right.
I'm sure the parking situation.
I think
here
it's
is gonna
actually
be
on this.
super convenient and not at all a major.
I think it's actually on this side of the street that they run it, but they basically come out of here, and then you gotta like, you can't take this full throttle, so you have to like lift, and then just brake, and then there's just a wall. So that'll be fun.
Spot.
So that's the spot to beat. Turn 11.
Easy 3
Keep an eye out for it. It's in 2 weeks. Maybe the lad runoff. Probably not. All right. Other thing that's going on Twitter is a bunch of billionaires who are about to die in a submarine trying to see the Titanic.
If they haven't already.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're probably done. I saw the news report of the Coast Guard guy saying like they have 40 hours of oxygen left, and I don't know when that was from, but probably a while ago.
I'm pretty sure once they lost contact, that was just the thing imploding, just that super deep.
So right before the show, we watched like a CBS News report from a few months ago of them like visiting the sub and going to see the Titanic, and that thing is sketchy.
That is.
They have to sign a waiver.
So scuffed. They control it with a fucking Xbox 360 controller.
No, not even like an unofficial one. It's the Logitech 310 or whatever.
Wireless controller.
And the whole thing is lit from the inside with like these third-party like halogen like fluorescent tube lights they bought at a fucking Dollar General or some shit.
They didn't even have the wired controller
inside of there, and I would have said, "No, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not taking that thing 20 feet deep in the water, let alone down to the Titanic."
They have a waiver that you have to sign to get in, which says like, "I understand this craft is certified by absolutely no one." It's like, this is just something that some guy built.
So that was going to be my question. Have they actually done trips to the Titanic before?
Yeah.
Or is this just like a money stunt where they're trying to get like people to like, they're scamming dudes and like bodies are disappearing? I don't know.
In this news piece, they got down there.
And the dude also said like, the dude also said he's just lost money on this project. Like, it's not a scam. He's not making anything. He spent millions on this stupid machine.
He said we've invested like $1 million into this, but they're charging $250K a ticket.
Yeah, but they're renting that.
You've made your money back with one trip, if I'm doing my math correctly. No,
to get out there,
there's a mothership they have to either buy or rent, and then
they're renting an oil rig like service ship, and then when the weather's not good, they have to sit out there for like a week.
I saw the clip of the water where they're looking for it today. It was like they're gone. They're gone. Like,
yeah, it's over.
I put in some pictures of the setup of the controller, as well as they have like some dollar store speakers in there.
Oh no.
Dollar store speakers.
I like the extended thumbsticks.
They don't even get the wired controller. What happens if like the Bluetooth unpairs? Like,
dude,
they can't
what
control it anymore.
is going on in here?
Yeah,
this
that's like computer speakers right there.
Hey, yo, they got the schooled computer cart out there. That's pretty funny.
Oh my god!
I do appreciate that they have like 3D printed controller analog stick extenders to get that precision.
He said those handles
are just
on top.
like, are they taped? Is that electrical tape?
Or it could be taped.
But yeah, this is this is what they're controlling it with. Fucking incredible.
And they have no way to locate the shipwreck on their own, so they have to have the mothership hit it with sonar and then like kind of direct them towards it through text messages.
Oh
yeah, in the news piece, they're like, this ship, they need the mothership to help it navigate because it does not have GPS underwater, but they apparently can get texts. Like, what do we got? Like 5G, like cell towers, like under the ocean. Like, what the fuck is going on?
This is the guy that runs it, by the way.
We got this RGB at Walmart. We got the handles for the roof at Canadian Tire, or whatever the hell he said.
Dude, I wouldn't climb in this thing like above like the water. Like, look how claustrophobic.
Like, look at that thing, dude. That's the pod. That's the pod. You want to go?
They
down
put
to the
5 dudes in
the
that thing.
pod?
And the part that everyone like doesn't even talk about This thing is bolted with 17 bolts from the outside. There's
Yeah,
no
they
way
can't
to
get
get
out.
out from the inside, even if they resurface. So let's say the thing resurfaced successfully and they're like maybe 5 miles away from the search party. No one sees them. They're just going to sit there and bob and starve to death like at the surface because no one can come. They can't get out until someone with that drill undoes all those bolts from the outside.
Couldn't have happened to a better group of people. Shout out to all the
Jesus.
billionaires on the fucking.
Oh, fuck.
in the
It's like all
sun.
those millionaire people that like try to climb Mount Everest and they leave all their trash
my
out
God.
there and they like
Dude, it's
Shit on the
exactly like
mountain.
that. I was reading a bunch of stuff about that.
I just watched the documentary on cleaning Mount Everest that was released like in 2016. It's just nuts, like how much garbage is up there.
People
Dude,
go up
how
there and
many
just leave their
people
fucking
just
McDonald's
die?
wrappers.
And like oxygen tanks are just everywhere.
yeah, from the one McDonald's they have in Nepal.
A fucking McDouble. Just that's good. Just toss the wrappers off the mountain.
We got to do an Animal Planet like live on the scene from
Mount Everest.
Dude,
Right,
this
guys,
I'm
here we're at the
saying
summit.
the jankiness of this submarine thing. This is literally like a crazy ass moment in history, like in progress. We're witnessing like the next stupid story. It's just going down, and there's 5 dudes who went to go see a shipwreck and joined it.
At the depth it was at, if it sprung one single leak, it was immediately
It
over.
would
They're
be
way
done.
past
Yeah.
crush death, and that whole thing goes just like that in an instant.
They can't even like search the floor, right? They don't even have.
They can
search
probably
submarines that
use
can get down
sonar
there,
to
right?
try to find out where the submersible is.
Yeah, I
There's a
believe
whole-
the Marines has sonar buoys out there to look for it. But other than that,
You know what the worst part would be? If they're at the bottom of the ocean and still alive, if like a submarine comes down and finds them, those submarines are meant to like go down there, look around, and come back up. There's no submarines that are meant to like, all right, let's anchor on and haul another submarine up back to the surface.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it'll be a whole operation.
You would have to have like a salvage ship that had some sort of like crane with a tether long enough to get down that far, and I don't think that exists.
it's about 4,000 meters, and someone I saw like a little like list of things, like just kind of putting into perspective how deep that is. One of them was it's the entire length of Indianapolis Motor Speedway vertically. I was like, huh. I honestly thought it would have been more than that.
Yeah, I thought it was way deeper than that.
Think about how
I mean,
long it would
that's
take you to
2.5
walk
miles,
around.
though, deep.
Yeah,
That's 2.5 miles deep.
Oh, all right, my bad.
4 kilometers.
So if the military finds them, they like send them an invoice for like $10 billion when they get rescued. Like you know, you take an ambulance ride. Like what happens when they get discovered?
No. They're billionaires. They
leave
don't have
them.
to pay.
You're right.
The billionaires never pay.
Rusty, ever since you said an Animal Planet on Mount Everest, I'm just picturing doing a bathroom review like of all the base camps. Oh, look at these
And here
animals.
we are at one of the dead bodies we use as a marker. We've taken a shit over here.
Fucking green boots.
Yeah, we're
Green
taking a
boots.
shit over by green boots.
Have you read about green boots, Cody? That's like an actual thing. Like there's a dude who died in a cave like 20 years
Dude,
ago.
imagine like you're born, you have your childhood, you live your entire life, and just all your legacy is hey, here's green boots. Just some poor corpse that didn't make it. No, he's got some brightly colored boots, so that'll be his identifiable factor. That's all he'll be known for.
Dude, Everest
Not like what a
fucked.
son or father or like a husband. He was just, oh, there's green boots.
I read some crazy articles. I think it was in like 2015. There was some bad weather for like a really long time. And then there was suddenly like a clear day, and people just lined up to get to the top.
Oh yeah, just like people
in
like
like the
almost, like,
danger
falling
zone.
on top.
People
Yeah,
just
it's like a
couldn't
traffic
move.
jam. It's
Yeah.
it's rush hour at Mount
And people were
Everest.
like, it was getting too late in the day where like you couldn't go up and get back before you know nighttime, or you're fucked. And people still tried to do it and then just died.
Just Google some quick pictures of Mount Everest like traffic jam. Like it's weird.
nuts.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, dude. I was climbing Mount Fuji, and I was about this close to fucking quitting, and just like, and I could not imagine being that far up, that fucking cold, that miserable, and just thinking to myself, like, oh, I got to get my selfie up at the top
Look
of
at
Mount
this
Everest. I got to
picture.
do it, dude.
Yeah, dude, this just, it's nuts.
Like, once you got that many people doing it, it's
Too
not
many
special
dudes.
anymore, dude. Yeah, too many dudes. Too many dudes.
Dude, that one is, yeah, that's the picture.
And there's people coming up from both sides to get to the top. Like there's the Chinese side and there's the Nepalese side. And
Dude,
there's
imagine
just
someone at the
lines.
top stumbles and just rolls down and just starts taking out everyone below.
Have you heard of Rainbow Valley in Everest?
I love that Mario Kart.
It's where a bunch of the bodies ended up falling down this valley, and because of all the brightly colored suits, they call it Rainbow Valley.
Yeah, in the summer when the snow melts, you can just see all the brightly colored corpses down
Yeah,
there.
it like reveals. There's sometimes
charge
like
of
people
these
they haven't seen for years. There's no. That's the thing. There's no one in charge. There's no
There's
like.
like a tour guide, like one of the Sherpas is like, on your left here, you'll see green boots. Down there, there's Rainbow Valley.
Yeah.
Up there, there's Skeleton Face. It's like, who makes these nicknames?
Hey, didn't they find George? What was his name? George
Mallory.
Yeah,
It's like one of the first guys that allegedly had gotten to the summit, and that's the lore. But
Yeah, but then they
like-
found his body in like 1999.
it's speculated he had made the summit, and he was the first to do so, like a decade before, like the first actual documented case.
Damn.
And the lore is that he died on his way down, and he had a camera with him, and people are like looking for that fucking camera to see if like.
Well, he
took
had
any
another
pictures
guy
from
with
the
him.
summit.
He had another guy with him, and they've
That
not.
also died.
They've never found him, so they
Yeah.
think like maybe he handed his camera off to him because they didn't find a camera on his body.
Damn.
But after like a few more decades of global warming, everything up there should thaw out. We should be able to
Yeah,
find
we'll
him.
be all right.
We'll just slide down to the bottom.
It is like.
Simpsons.
I know it's way more
Ride the
likely
body
to.
down.
I know right now it's way more likely to die on the way down than on the way up. Like people just like go way too late in the day and push to get to the top and then realize they can't get
Crap.
down. They're fucked.
I
Yeah.
don't know why people just don't take a sled up with them and then just sled down like, once they're done.
Yeah.
That'll be way easier.
Snowboard.
I gotta admit, like on Mount Fuji, the worst part was going down.
Yeah.
Just sliding on rocks. Just my feet hurt, my knees hurt, my knees feel like they're about to explode. I'm just want this to be over with. The sun's starting to set. I have no lights with me. I don't want to do this in the dark. I just have
Damn.
to keep pushing. You know, I had
So-
I didn't bring any boots with me, so I had to buy boots or like from
Green
the
boots.
military base I was staying at, and I told my cousin who's in the Air Force, I was like, yeah, I need a 12 wide or a 13. So he got 12s instead of 12 wide, and they were my feet were just like getting crushed slowly
Oh.
but surely.
Slap was a few calories away from being known as, hey, there's old camo boots on Mount Fuji. Here's
How,
some of the
like-
landmarks.
Old cargo shorts. There's his body.
Fingerless gloves.
Old cloudy shirt.
How
Can't beat me.
how much of
Hey, I'd
Fuji
love
did
to
you
go out
climb?
that way.
How much of Fuji did you climb, Slap? Like, do you like just park at the bottom and just go?
They
don't know what
wouldn't
it's
let
on.
us drive up to base camp. Like you had to get on a bus, and it took you up to about 5,000 feet, and then the rest of the way, you had to hike it up.
Hell yeah.
But did I explain to you guys you'd never go from the southern trail because it fucking sucks.
No.
It's like the worst one.
Oh, is that where
Because
you
there's
went?
there's a false summit. Like you see, like
Yeah.
as you're like climbing up, you see the Torii Gate up there, and you're like, "Oh, that's the top. I got this, man." And me and my cousin, like, we're making good time. Like, dude, they said this was gonna take like 5 hours. We're gonna do this in like 3.5. We got this shit. And then we realize, no, that's about halfway. Because there's this false summit and it levels out for a little bit, and then like there's the actual like top of the mountain, and you can't see it until you get to that Torii Gate like halfway, and you're like, fuck, God almighty. And my cousin literally just turned around and he's like, I'm done. I'll be down at the car whenever you're done. And then he turned the fuck back around with his wife and went back.
Damn. Just left you.
And then I just told him, I was like, if you do me one favor, go to the gas station that's like an hour away, the nearest gas station, and just get me a bento because I'm gonna be hungry as fuck because I did not bring enough water. I did not bring enough food.
Oh,
Some
I was a
Vienna
thirsty boy.
sausages.
you didn't bring any canned meat up the mountain.
No, I had the Japanese equivalent of canned meat, which is just a rice ball with some filling wrapped up in seaweed. Had a couple of those from the 7-Eleven.
Little triangle ones.
Yeah, onigiri.
Yeah.
I think
Rusty,
I've
did you
told
see the meat picture that we wanted to show you? I think you were on the phone.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Dude,
Okay,
yeah,
we're
I was
wondering.
Seen the meat.
I was just scrolling through social media and I don't know where I saw this, but I just I don't know
Wondering
what
if
the
you
context
knew where
was.
this was from, Rusty.
If I were to guess, it's probably a couple years old.
Yeah, he looks younger for sure.
Yeah, he
For the audio
he's a lot
listeners,
thinner.
It's a picture of Alex Jones holding a big tray of
Alex
meat.
Jones looks like legit thin right there. Like, how
Oh, dude, he
old
looks
is this?
great. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
from
definitely
like
an
a
older
decade
picture.
ago.
No, I'm
This
guessing.
this might be before the whole like Sandy Hook was a inside job or whatever bullshit he was going on about.
This might be right before COVID hit, or maybe right as it was hitting.
I just love that he's got he's
no.
got all these burger patties, he's got the friggin' souvlaki's, he's got whole ass steak, little medallions, and then just
hot dogs.
like
Hot
dollar
dogs,
hot dogs.
That's a serious fucking ribeye. Look how thick that fucking thing is.
Mm.
Oh, and the big ass cloves of garlic. Hell yeah.
What's
What are
next to the
these? I'm trying to
garlic?
figure out
Yeah.
what those are. Yeah,
Is that
Might be
black garlic?
Mushrooms?
That might be black garlic.
I don't know. We'll have to
It's
ask
that
him.
shit that like they ferment on purpose to like get it like a really rich flavor. I've never tried it before.
Like fermented garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like really sweet.
Oh, okay. I'm looking this up.
Yeah, people like slice in half. There's really cool like looking cross sections of it.
Oh, this, I don't think this is that, but this looks
Oh.
interesting. I've never seen this before.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That's
It's supposed
kinda
to be like a
cool.
really like sweet flavor. Like you can just like pop out a clove and just eat it straight up, and it's supposed to taste great.
I'm sure
Really?
Their breath would be amazing afterward.
Yeah, I'm sure your breath stinks to high
Just
heaven, but it
munching
tastes
on
great.
Fermented garlic, just mainlining it.
Interesting. All right, today I learned there's some shrimp bars cooking knowledge. All right, next up on the show, we're going to drip or drown. Really simple one this week because NASCAR obviously didn't occur, but I just have a few things to preview for. Where are they going next week?
Nashville.
Nashville. I've tried to order them from like drown to drip. Although the first one's pretty drippy. Stenhouse is running another
That's pretty sick.
ballpark hot dog car,
Speaking of hot dogs,
Can
oh, I love
someone
the
Photoshop the-
cheeseburger.
and it's
The
got a
cheeseburger.
Photoshop the Alex
Got
Jones
the
picture
burger.
somewhere in the scheme.
it looks like a burger emoji. I don't know why. It's not
Yeah.
this, like the same art style as the hot dog, but there's just a burger on the hood. But they actually did a great job of like placing things on the side, so kind of based to the
That
ballpark.
burger makes me want to play some NASCAR Thunder 2004.
What, do they have burgers in
about
NASCAR
it.
Thunder
Think
2004?
about it.
I have no
Alright.
idea what this references.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
do.
Oh, I got it. All right.
You have to explain to me.
Deep lore right there.
That is some deep lore. Stephen
Might have been
Parsons is
before
running
my
like
time.
a Greenbrier distillery car. I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of cool. Got some leaves on it. I don't know. This is just like
This
kind
looks
of
like one
interesting
that would
car.
look like really banger, like as a render. I don't know how it's going to look in real life though.
Well, here's a picture of it.
Or at
For-
Adam and
speed.
Eve scheme. Or
I don't know
something.
why they've wrapped the side windows, the quarter
You're allowed
windows.
to do that?
I don't think so. I think this is in progress. I just don't know why they wrapped it and then they're gonna cut it. But
I think they're doing
know.
it for the picture and then taking it off.
Yeah,
I don't
doing it
know.
for the meme.
looks kind of cool actually.
It does look cool.
Probably not. Would it even affect visibility that much? You're not like looking out of those windows ever, even through the mirror. I wouldn't think.
Probably.
I think it's
probably.
to maintain stock car appearances. I just think
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
one of the OEMs want.
that could be a Vargas question when we get him
To
back on.
maintain stock RPMs.
Shout out to the friggin' old Charlotte tires on the front, not the rear.
Oh, yeah.
Shop tires, I guess. We got to talk to Vargas. He said he wants to be on the show again.
We didn't scare him away.
No, I'm surprised. Ty Dillon's running another Raise Energy car. This time it's like a peach tea flavor. And I like these just because there's a bunch of colors and they make it real bright, and the blue numbers and the like peach and yellow car looks kind of cool. I think it's
Pretty
drippy.
Out.
Yeah, definitely stands out. Speaking of peach themed cup cars that are racing next week, Kevin Harvick's running a Busch Light peach car, which looks like the Apple one, but it has peaches on it.
Like,
I don't know. Is it like peach season or something? I don't know.
If they're going to Georgia, I'd understand that's the peach state. But yeah, what the hell's the peach thing?
No, that's their new
national?
flavor. So they have peach now instead of the
Just a
apple.
trendy flavor, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks kind of cool. It's kind of like floral almost on the side. I really like some of the like special Busch cars. They always do a good job.
The red apple ones or the that they had for like
Yeah.
America the last couple of years. Those were sick.
Okay, this is a drip. I think someone sent this in to me. I think it was Benjamin Branscombe. Let me make sure I get that right. But yeah, this is what is his name? Is this Christian Rose? This is the West Virginia car. The West Virginia tourism car.
Blue Ridge Mountains.
And we saw this thing run at New Smyrna last year, and it had like kind of like a nighttime like green and black and blue theme, and it looks sick because it's just like landscape all over the car. And now it's like a sunset type thing. This is sick.
That's cute.
Got purple and magenta and red and orange and yellow, and it's just like an actual piece of art. This is a banger. I don't even know who designed this. This is sick. Yeah, big drip. And I did get this correct. Ben Branscombe sent it in, so thank you. Lastly, big drip of the day.
That is
Justin
Reese's
Allgaier.
ice cream. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's running a Reese's ice cream car at Pocono. This is a Ryan Williams certified banger.
That is a banger.
Huge hood logo. Friggin' big old scoops of ice cream on this thing.
When I inevitably get diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in a couple years, I am blaming whoever sent in this picture.
God, look at how good that looks.
Because,
Reese's peanut butter.
No, it's okay because it says light ice cream. So
oh yeah, it's healthy then. Yeah, I've been going overload on ice cream the last couple weeks. I've been out my Ohio trip between just late night McDonald's and Steak and Shake. I had a fucking shake probably literally every day, if not more often. Yeah,
I gotta say this design checks every box. Absolute banger, all-time classic.
Yes.
Yeah, this sells it. Like, I'm hungry. This
That
looks
is
sick.
If the
That
grocery
is
store
like-
wasn't closed, I'd be
That is
going out and
gushing.
get
That's
some
not
right
just
now.
drippy, that's gushing right there.
This is
That's a whole
like
lot of tsunami.
possibly drip of the year right here.
Yeah.
It's drip or drown out there, and this is a whole ass monsoon.
Yeah, the tides are receding because the tsunami has arrived.
this might be a
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. If I could speak words.
Maybe
Our
we should do like an
words.
end of season wrap up. That'd actually be a good YouTube video. Get a lot of kid views talking about the best paint schemes. I know other people do that.
Grandmaster.
Yeah. That's all I've got for Drip or Drown. Which means wake up, Slap. It's time for crazy ass moments in history.
I got off of work like 2 hours ago, dude. God.
Oh, you're back to work?
Oh.
Yeah. That's first off,
Back to the old
Slap's
grind.
hernia update.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm fully healed according to the doctor. Going to
Hell yeah.
work. I've made one request. Do not put me on a route that has, our biggest truck is called a 1200. That's the biggest one we have. Those routes are stupid heavy. They always have heavy ass bullshit. I was like, if I have one request, do not put me on a 1200 route. Day one, 1200 route.
Oh,
I'm delivering to the Caterpillar plant. I'm delivering to Vermeer Heavy Industries, and like, I got fucking brake discs that weigh like 90 pounds. I got to muscle them onto the truck. There's like this cabinetry place that got like 40-pound boxes got to get put on.
Jesus.
And I look right at my fucking supervisor. I'm like, do you like want me to work here still? He's like, yeah, dude, like we're glad to have you back. Like, why the fuck you trying to give me a fourth hernia then?
Damn.
Fourth.
Ugh.
So does it like bust through the same scenes, or does it come back out in new spots? Like,
I
Depends.
don't know, and I
He's
don't
got the
want to
corset.
find out.
Yeah, we need the mesh corset.
It's been bursting at the seams. They're like, we're gonna have to give you the full mesh bodysuit.
Can't be held back.
And then today they gave me a damn route it was just blown the fuck out. There's like it was a different route, but it was just It was like 18 going here, and like, oh, by the way, these boxes are so massive, you're gonna put 3 of them on the hand trucks at one time. By the way, each one weighs 40 pounds. Oh, by the way, we
God
don't have
damn
any
it.
place to put that. Could you bring that around back for us up the stairs? I'm like, no. There was
Lift
like
up your
another
shirt and show him your stitches.
there
Ow.
was like another fucking place that was I told him, I was like, yeah, I got 12 boxes for you, and I start looking at him like, no, this goes to our other location. You know,
Oh my God.
it's across town. Like, can you take it over there? I just looked right at her. I was like, do you want to explain to the other 140 people I have to deliver to why their stuff got there 2 hours late?
Base.
Like, you put this address on it, you can refuse it and we'll send it back where it came from, or you can take it.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Expect you
yeah.
to just drop everything and just deliver it to where they meant, even though it's not what it says.
I know. It's just some people like it's not as bad as I had some people. Like some people like ran a t-shirt printing business at like a different location. They had 95 boxes of t-shirts delivered to their house instead of
Oh,
my
of their
God.
actual business. And this was like just some random day. They put all that on one truck and it barely fit. That was the only thing on that truck. And they told me like, look, man, you're probably going to go help some other people out after this, but like take this out and then we'll figure out what's going on for the rest of the day after that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be the gopher for the day. I get to their house, like, no, it's supposed to go to our location. Like it's in Columbia. I'm like, that's an hour and a half away. And so I'd like, there's like some long tense phone calls between different people. Like the district managers are being called to trying to figure out what happened. I think it took me what should have been like literally a 30-minute job ended up taking 2.5 hours to figure out where they're supposed to go and what's supposed to happen with them.
Well, at least
That
it's an
was-
easy job for you.
Yeah, it was mostly just me standing around on the clock while the higher ups were just like figuring it out. And I asked my supervisor, I was like, are you like mad that I'm on the clock here for like 2.5, 3 hours or whatever, just like doing this? He's like, man, for what it costs to move each one of those cases of t-shirts, you know, that is way bigger expense than paying you like $75 to just sit around. And I was like, whatever, man, I'm getting paid. I don't care. Whatever you want, boss, man. I'm here for it.
All right.
But anyway,
yeah, what the hell we
crazy-ass
got this week?
moments.
Other than the submarine.
That day's coming. One of these days we'll get to it. So last time we talked about the dark ages of the UFC. Guys trading brain damage for peanuts.
Yeah.
There was a UFC fight. I think it was UFC 15 at Casino Hollywood Magic in Mississippi, which had an estimated crowd of 1,500 people. This was the dark ages of the UFC. This happened in March of 1997. Who fought and like what the results were has largely been lost to time. You can look this up if you want to, but one day later, Sunday afternoon, on the other side of the earth, there was another mixed martial arts promotion that held another fight. It was the first one they'd ever held. And while the UFC had maybe 1,500 people show up to their event, this one sold out the Tokyo Dome and had 47,000 people in attendance. This was the first iteration of Pride Fighting Championships.
It's time for Slap's crazy ass moments in history.
You know, it is the right month for
won't.
this. You timed this well.
So, Pride FC.
It took me a while.
So Pride
Pride
FC
Month.
was what?
Let's say it's Pride Month. It's a good time to hold this bid.
It is. I wanted to get this in before June was over with. You know, I wanted to be inclusive.
Yeah.
I want to stand with my LGBTQ plus brethren, siblings, and others. But Pride FC was based out of Japan. And it took off in 1997 at a pretty strange time for Japan, because in 1995 their economy crashed, and it didn't just like, this wasn't like a minor recession, this was apocalyptic. Japan's economy in 2 years lost 20% of its value, and to this day they've not really fully recovered from that. They've been sort of meandering around, just sort of in a stagnant state ever since. So it was kind of weird to see Pride FC pop up in 1997, and tens of thousands of people showing up. They sold out the Saitama Super Arena, and like 90,000 people showing up to these events. Like, this was insane, which it kind of does make sense that you could get a bunch of disaffected people that are pissed off, their lives aren't going anywhere, to spend $15-20 to show and watch two dudes just beat the ever-living shit out of each other. By the way, the first time the UFC ever had a million pay-per-view buys was in UFC 100 in 2009, in the midst of the Great Recession. So there is something that when human beings have it tough, we like to watch dudes beat the shit out of each other. We revert back to our basic instincts. So Pride was a little bit different from the UFC. They fought in a boxing ring. It was a 5-rope boxing ring. Instead of 3 5-minute rounds, the first round was 10 minutes. And then the second round was 5, and the third round was 5. Their weight classes were more of like suggestions than like actual rules. Middleweight, instead of being 185, was 206. Their heavyweight it was like, I don't think there ever was a weight limit for heavyweight. I think it was like 300 pounds or something. But they did have like some total freak show fights. Like, they had an NFL linebacker named Bob Sapp go up against just some random Japanese welterweight who weighed like 170 pounds, and he just beat the shit out of him. It wasn't all that the first iteration of the UFC was ostensibly a pretty noble quest to figure out which fighting style was the best. Pride was like one half freak show, one half the greatest fighting championship you had ever seen in your life. They would do one night 16-man tournaments, single elimination. They would do Grand Prix events where they would have like 32 dudes, and across a couple of months they would have them fight down into a bracket. It was just insane to watch this. And they had open weight tournaments where they would have guys just show up, whatever you weigh, you can fight if you want to. They had Mark Hunt, who was like this 300-pound Samoan kickboxer, versus Wanderlei Silva, who weighs,
I know his brother Mike,
206 pounds. And Mark Hunt like just drops the atomic butt drop on him out in the middle of nowhere, gets him down the ground, and just like sits on him. But there were other fights where it was just technical mastery. This was the first iteration of guys using multiple forms of martial arts. Guys would be like flying through the air. Guys would be slamming each other into the ground. If you want to show some of those still photos of guys just like doing crazy ass shit. There's Kevin Randleman pulling off the craziest fucking suplex ever. There he is against Mirko Krokop. There's Mirko Krokop taking off Wanderlei Silva's head.
Dude, look at the crowd reaction. What is this? These guys just fucking.
Oh yeah.
And Sakuraba just like going at it, just rock'em sock'em robots.
They each got one hand on the other dude's neck, and the other one just bomb.
Is this on a loop? Is this on a loop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It might as well not be, because it continues.
Oh my god, these like lift and slams are insane.
How are these guys' necks not breaking?
Oh my god.
From hell.
This shit's crazy.
He's dead.
God damn, he's putting his whole weight into throwing this guy straight down.
Sent him into the shadow realm.
God damn, dude. Is this that like that weight difference you were talking about?
Yeah, that's Bob Sapp versus I think that's Sakuraba.
This guy's like twice his size at least.
That fight lasted all like 17 seconds.
Some of these pictures are sick with these dudes just like fully in the air throwing each other.
Dude, like it was like some of the craziest fighting you've ever seen in your life. Like it was. I mean, guys would just go absolutely full sin.
Go to that knockout picture. that was the
thing about the ropes, dude. The ropes were just like the craziest shit because like
planking started right there.
Refs would stop the fight if you got tangled up in the ropes. Guys got tangled up or tried to like push each other out of the ropes all the time.
My head hurts from laughing.
But Pride, if you go zoom in on the gloves,
dude,
Pride had a special glove where you couldn't like poke each other's eyes because you didn't have full extension of your fingers.
Oh. Interesting. It's like your fingers have to be bent a little bit.
Yeah, so like Joe Rogan, every once in a while when there's a bad eye poke in like UFC or something, he's like, we need to go back and use the Pride gloves. And he's not talking about, LGBT gloves, he's talking about like actual like the Pride FC gloves we had back in the day.
Can you please show that power bomb one more time?
Which one?
No, that one. I want to see the full speed again. Let it play through here. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, he just
how did this exist? This is
picks him up and murders him.
God, dude, all of these are just like.
Hey, Fedor came back and won that fight. He reversed the position, got on top of Kevin Randleman, and broke his arm.
Oh.
Got him in an Americana arm lock and just broke his fucking elbow.
He could have been paralyzed. That's so gross.
Dude took the top of his head off right there.
That dude doing the high kick, that's Mirko Krokop from Croatia. He had a saying. He said, my right leg will put you to the hospital. My left leg will put you in the cemetery.
There's the left right there. See you later. Nothing as good as this clip though. This dude's just fucking bopping on each other.
I don't know if that is.
Is this the same guy?
Two different positions of the ring.
Is this left leg, right leg?
That is Fedor Emelianenko. That's the guy who ended up beating Kevin Randleman in that crazy ass suplex.
Oh yeah.
God.
That's fucking nuts. So how long did that last?
So if you go to Pride 33, the second coming, this was their second attempt of expanding into the United States. This was the last ever Pride fight in 2007.
I do want to point out, it is very fitting that for Pride Month we have a Pride fight of two shirtless dudes called the Second Coming.
And look at the little like weird like white graphic like behind. It looks like something questionable.
What does it look like, Cody? Tell us.
I'm not gonna say it.
Little spunk.
Jesus Christ.
So Pride 33 ended on a banger. Dan Henderson just absolutely murdered Wanderlei Silva, and Nick Diaz, brother of now famous Nate Diaz, fought Takanori Gomi, this Japanese lightweight who basically invented the lightweight class as we know it, and got him in this crazy ass lock called a go-go plato. It's only ever been done by him in competition. And the win did not stand because Nick Diaz was so fucking high off of his ass that he blew so when they drug tested him, he pissed so hot for THC. They said he had to have been smoking right before the fight. They said it probably made him so numb he didn't even feel pain. So
Rogan talked about that a bunch.
While he was, fighting for his life, throwing absolute death at Takanori Gomi, he was also high off his ass.
Oh my god!
But Nick Diaz is also the guy who does triathlons for fun on his off days. So he's just a special human being. So if you're wondering why Pride died, where did it go? How did these people in Japan come up with this much fucking money to put on the biggest, bestest MMA promotion we've ever seen? It was funded entirely by the Yakuza.
Ah.
Recessions are pretty good for organized crime. They get a lot of money, and they had to park that money somewhere. And so somebody in the Yakuza had a brilliant idea. It's like, well, let's start up a fight promotion. And behind the scenes, there was tons of scary stories of guys. There was the manager of Igor Vovchanchin, a Ukrainian fighter who was on Pride's roster, basically said, I had to sign over my rights for Igor to this Japanese Yakuza guy. And he put a gun to my head and he said, you're going to sign there. You know what's going to happen. Mark Coleman, a UFC champion, was fighting over in Pride and basically says there was at least one fight where it was pretty much fixed. They said, you're going to go into a heel hook and you're going to tap immediately. And for payment, we'll guarantee you another 2 fights. And, UFC was paying peanuts and Pride was paying like real deal big boy money. So he was like, look, I got a family. I got to have those fights.
So is this podcast titled Brain Damage for Real Big Deal Money?
big boy
money. Big boy money.
Getting suplex for big boy money.
That's nuts.
Yeah, but then in 2006, a Japanese journalist basically bust the story wide open, and then they lost their TV contract. Everything. That's why they tried to expand over into America, and the UFC, who were now doing like really good by the time 2005 came around with the Ultimate Fighter and everything. Now they got all this money. They actually bought Pride in 2007. And they said, all right, cool. Now we have all these fighters on our roster that everybody loves that are awesome, right? No, all those contracts were written by the Yakuza. They're null and void. So they basically spent $33 million on a library of just fight videos.
Damn.
And then all of those Pride guys ended up going to Strike Force or the WEC or Elite XC or Affliction or whatever. Eventually, some of them migrated over to the UFC years and years later. Like Mirko Cro Cop ended up coming over. Dana White wanted Fedor Emelianenko, the heavyweight champion in Pride, who had been undefeated over there. He wanted him in the UFC so bad, but the way his contract was written by the Russians was so fucking weird they literally could not come to an agreement. So we missed Fedor coming over to the UFC, which is still something that pisses me off to this day. But anyway, that is the photo. That was the end of Pride Fighting Championships. It only lasted 10 years, but god damn, were those some fun 10 years. And I actually have, I think most of, if not all of the Pride fights, like on my DVD shelf over here. They were on eBay. Somebody sold like 20 DVDs for like $15. I bought all of them. You can't buy these anymore. I bought all of them. I bought all of the ones that exist.
You just clean them out.
All right, that was a crazy ass movie.
Pride.
I liked the little the like fighting mini season we got going on at Slap's Crazy Ass Moments in History.
Dude, I feel like we got some more coming down the line too. Like,
that's good because I don't even know what else there is to talk about.
There's deep lore in the fight game.
I do know it's time for some Animal Planet. Well, he's gone.
He's
disappearing walrus.
The animal's
we
out
talked
of the
about
cage.
This like folding chair that he's sitting on. What is this?
It's like an Iowa State logo.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
They steal that from like a basketball arena.
It honestly looks like.
I need to confront him on that.
I would not be surprised. He also, did he add another little towel down there? What is that under the
His
indie
sticker
flag?
collection on his little shelves or drawers are getting pretty expansive too.
Yeah,
Cute.
I do.
I'm sure he's gonna love that we're zooming in and dissecting his webcam while he's not.
That's his
here.
fault for leaving during the Animal Planet theme song. All right, Cody, where the hell have you been? Because I think the last 2 podcasts you were on the road.
I'm in the desolate oasis, fucking tundra, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The lonely, desolate state of Ohio.
That's
Hey.
tough.
Yeah. Just trying to build that up as negatively as possible. Sorry. Yeah, it was the conclusion of the Ohio Sprint Speed Week for the Circuit of Champions. Sharon got rained out, but then we went to Atomic Speedway, Eldora, Portsmouth Raceway, and then I concluded a separate race from that stretch on my way home at Toledo Speedway for the 500 sprint car tour.
And you didn't see Ben?
Same kind of.
Yeah,
I had 2 days. I was 2 days where I was out east in the Cleveland area. One of them we were shooting, and the other one we were on the fence of if we were going to be at the track or not. And I thought about hitting you up, but I was also super busy. I knew it was a weekday that they were being there, so I knew you were going to have to work. And let's face it, you guys did not really. It's no secret that you guys didn't enjoy your experience at Circle City because of the dust in particular. And this, if you look it up, Wayne County Speedway, Wayne County Speedway, everyone says is one of the dustiest tracks like in the country. And
do they just not water? Can't they just water it more? Isn't that how that works?
Well, you water it a shitload, and then you had what happened the day where they actually raced, where it had downpoured. There was I'm sure Ben would know, there was a shitload of like bad storms in the area this past week.
Oh yeah,
in Ohio. Toledo Speedway, 2 days before we went there for the race, had a tornado touchdown a quarter mile from the track.
Oh, that's fun.
That they had like a bunch of damage that they had to repair. So yeah, that was
but yeah. The issue with Circle City is like they did keep on putting water down. It just made the dust even worse.
yeah,
Really?
because they have that top
Yeah.
layer that then resaturates and then has to re-dry out, as opposed to just letting it dry and getting it all packed down and hard. And by that point, it's so fucking hard, there's no dust coming off. But if you keep resaturating it and watering it, then it re-dries out. All that powder keeps getting kicked up. A lot of tracks don't realize that more water just might.
I
make it
had
dustier.
Circle City dust on my ball sack when I got home. That was ridiculous.
Dude, some of my clothes are still stained from the dirt.
Ohio or Wayne County was pretty bad, but I think I can't remember when the last time I talked to you guys was. The last podcast was. Did I talk about Wayne County?
I don't think
track that
so.
was like super rough.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I think that was the last race we had done before that podcast. So yeah, it was pretty dusty, but the only reason it wasn't dustier is because they got a shitload of rain that previous day, which made the track just incredibly rough and just a shitload of ruts. But yeah, then Sharon got rained out. Then we went to Atomic, Eldora, Portsmouth. Portsmouth was the dustiest one on the fucking schedule by far. Like I was coated, but fortunately I was a PA that day for the final day because all the.
Oh, so you just hide in the trailer?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, but I had to go out for a few things like during hot laps, and during hot laps I was getting sprayed. But I can't even remember which track it was. I won't mention it, even if I did remember, just because I don't want to out them. But
is this the pictures that you sent me?
Yeah, the bathroom ones. Pull up the wide one first. I know I've described this.
Oh my god.
This isn't the one I've talked about, but it's very similar. Do you remember the one where I've described how you walk in?
Yeah, they're not tall.
The stalls are very short.
Yeah,
and it's like those. Yeah. So picture that, but minus like the left door, so it's just 2 swiveling doors. Like that's basically exactly like the bathroom setup that I described to you guys in the past.
This is grim.
Rough.
But then
Dude, I'm even worried about the like state of this building. It's just cracks in between
the
cinder blocks.
Look at the fucking cage around the light bulb.
These people are trying to steal them.
I think we figured out the new meta is just take the top off.
But that leftmost stall at the end of a long shift, it's like, all right, I was just holding my pee for like 5 hours. The broadcast on, let's go. All the animals have cleared out. Let's go take a pee at the end of the night when we're done packing up, so I don't have to hold it going to the hotel. And yeah, this walk into the stall only to see just some.
Oh no!
If you're eating and watching this
Censor
podcast, I'm
that.
sorry.
Someone just took an entire toilet paper roll and just tossed
With the plastic holder and everything, and just tossed it straight into the bowl.
Hey, he had to make a target.
and they're still peeing. Like it's not even a
Like
clean
he
toilet.
opened the thing up, left a little plastic thing in the middle of the roll, and just tossed it in the toilet. And people just kept going. They did not care.
They didn't even bother to try to flush.
Dude, that paper is coming
and
apart.
there's stains. Look at those stains.
All right, yeah, okay.
No.
That's enough.
That might be the most explicit photo we've gotten on this show. On
Still not
Animal
as bad as
Planet.
Anderson.
It's true.
That might
It's
be
true.
worse.
That
dude.
might be a little worse.
And honestly, might be worse because Anderson was kind of out in the wild. It was like small and cramped, and like you feel like you couldn't like move anywhere without like touching something.
I could smell that toilet. At Anderson, it's free air, so
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the ventilation's good out there in the pig pen.
Yeah, aside from that particular bathroom,
Pig
man,
pin piss.
a lot of dustiness and some weather. Honestly, I'm really happy the way the trip turned out because there's a shitload of weather. We could have had a lot more races get rained out than we did. We only had 2 rainouts the entire week, so that was lovely. But
I gotta file a small complaint to the government. They gotta quit altering our weather. We haven't had a drop of rain in like 3 months up here. I don't know what's going on, but come on. We need my grass is dying.
I'm surprised. Usually our weather's pretty similar to yours. We got a shit ton of rain in like the past week or so.
Usually May,
we have
June,
we're
there's
in a drought.
rain. We got August weather, September weather right now. It sucks.
It rained
Yeah.
so much today, like I got soaked down through my boxers out there.
Ugh.
I even had the rain jacket on. It didn't matter.
God damn it.
Dude, I gotta say, my like couple days in South Carolina, it just doesn't like when it's deciding to rain. It's just heavy rain down there, just nonstop.
Yeah, when it decides to rain, it Mother Nature just lets loose.
Hey DT, pull up my the stream while we're still on the subject of animals. I've been wanting to show this to you guys for like 3 weeks now, but anytime I've actually been able to be free on the podcast, I'm on my fucking laptop, which just immediately explodes the moment I try to hit the live button. But this is some of our behind the scenes clips at the Indy 500.
Is this on a
This-
GoPro?
Yes, this is
Oh,
my
that's
forehead
The
GoPro.
forehead cam.
Oh,
This
like
is
the
with
cozy
wide-angle
style.
lens, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Cozy inspired me to start doing this.
It's great because you don't miss a shot.
And it's actually made for some badass dude like the infield shit, like at dirt tracks. Like I love having the GoPro cam on. But
Hit the button. What we got?
this is shortly before the Kyle Kirkwood crash. Why is it? Hold on. It's got to unfreeze.
dead.
There we go. So Polo and Pat O'Ward.
Caleb, goddamn.
I wish you were here, DT.
I wish I was
Look at
there
all the
too.
dudes. It's just
So,
tons of dudes.
As
Yeah,
they're going
packed
into turn
in.
1 here, this is when the Kyle Kirkwood crash happens. Rusty saying it's,
It's
destiny.
destiny, yeah.
All right, so this is when the tire goes flying into the stands.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Dude, that's so good. Caleb, get him. It's upside down.
Dude, a tire went into the crowd.
Dude, I was so fucking freaking out at first before I saw the replay and saw that like hit that gap.
Dude, I still can't believe it hit the gap between the grandstand and the suites there.
I think a tire went into the crowd.
I was.
I can tell you're scared there.
All right, so that's first clip. Next clip, we get to watch Caleb's fucking hopes and dreams go up in smoke when
Oh, I've been excited to see
buddy.
this.
It's such a good moment.
his
It's
buddy
iconic.
Pato Award.
This is iconic. Well, not this, but the actual wreck.
Well, this might be iconic too.
Power brick. Is
Oh, I
this
was wondering what that was.
That was the pack watch. Mega pack.
Oh, that's where they waved it off. Hold on, sorry. Here we go.
It waved it off.
Yeah, I think
God,
this
I
is
wish
where
I was
Award
fucking
like
there. There's so many
eats shit
dudes.
like on turn 3 after the restart.
Dude, the crowd pop is so good.
Yeah.
When you're there, it's loud as hell too.
Dude, there's so many dudes.
So many dudes.
Everyone's standing.
I think this one Award sent.
Then you
it
get
for
Alan
turn-
Bestwick.
Do they all make it off the corner? Everybody still fighting. Look at the scramble for position behind the leaders.
Dude, I got chills watching this back. It was so crazy.
Dude, and then if you remember, that dude like piles into him with the broken steering like 15 seconds after the fact. Watch the crowd reaction to that.
I see slapstick. Oh, I gotta say, the stick was pretty cool. I watched the Wilkesboro thing where you like walked in front of the fence and just held the stick like straight up in the air. It's a cool shot, seeing over everyone's heads.
All right, I want to watch the end.
Bro, seen a Tony Stewart shirt.
Kevin
What is that?
Hart.
Kevin
Grave digger.
Harvick. What is that? It's kind of a sick shirt. All right, I'm sorry.
Shaky hands.
Dude, the place got so loud.
Look
This
at all
is like-
look at all the wristbands.
Yeah, the collection of dirt track like pit passes or whatever.
This is like Dale Jr. taking the lead in the 500. This is nuts.
Oh, it's a Tony Stewart cooler. That's
Look at
what
the
I saw.
crowd.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, they were going. It was so loud.
Caleb's already tweeting.
There's one more. There's one more from the pre-race I gotta show you, and then I'll be done. I promise. If I can find when they did the flyover shit.
Oh, the flyover
no.
behind the stands.
Oh
They're
no,
not-
hold on.
The anthem?
Yes, but it was from my my actual camera, not the GoPro. Yeah, when they did the flyover, Caleb did. He made me
Got
laugh.
his ass.
By the way, the first like 3/4 of this race when it was green, it was like kind of this overcast, nice, cool like situation.
Dude, the weather was
and then
perfect.
it got hot.
It got hot.
All right, sorry, I'm.
No, it's fine. Take your time. I remember the craziest, like I think I talked about this on the podcast before, but the craziest flyover I ever got was I was in Chicago. I think like, god damn, 5 years ago. And it was like the air show day where they had a bunch of planes downtown. But we were at a Cubs game, and they had one of the dudes in like an F-16 or whatever come from behind home plate where like we were, and just it felt like it was like meters above the stadium.
Yeah,
This guy
yep,
comes
yep.
flying through, and he got everyone, just every single person.
Dude,
Seems like,
yeah,
oh my
here.
god,
I found the clip.
fucking
I'm
crazy.
thinking of, by the way. So this is the end of the Back Home in Indiana song, and then they did like a surprise flyover.
They do this after the anthem or before?
After.
Okay. So you already got like your anthem flyover. You're like, cool. They do this song.
Yeah, they're pointing at them. I should have seen it coming.
Oh,
One went like directly overhead that I didn't get.
Yeah, it was full afterburners.
Dude, it felt like it was like right over our heads. It was
Dude,
hot.
Caleb literally grabbed my microphone and screamed into.
that's great. That's fantastic. Are you making an indie vlog?
Yes. Yeah, I'm like halfway done. It's slow
Hell yeah.
going with how fucking
Yeah, yeah.
much traveling
Busy
I
spend,
did.
yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I've kind of stepped back the behind the scenes videos for Race I'm doing to like major events because I'm still backlogged on like 3 ones. I'm like halfway through editing that I just haven't finished yet.
Dude, editing videos sucks. I hate doing it. Don't blame me.
Fucking tell me about it.
I have a project that I might have, you know, put a couple months into, but these things happen. Cody, I just realized you have a good like sunglasses tan. You can see the arms along the side here, where your aviators have been.
These things happen.
These things happen.
Dude, Bobby Santos was racing at the Toledo Speedway. I had to pick myself up a shirt for the little 500 scheme he had since I didn't get one at Anderson. They still had some. So I was like, sweet.
Did I tell y'all I had someone like take pictures of my Rusty Schlenk shirt when I was at the Toronto FC game the other week? I was buying a damn popcorn, and the dude at the vendor stand was like, "Yo, can I get a picture of your shirt?" And I was like, "Like the front or the back?" And he's like both, I guess. And I was like, okay. He said he was like designing a graphic for like his friend's spike ball tournament or something, and he just liked the vibe. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, cool.
It's all vibes all the time.
Plagiarize the graphic designer who did the Rusty Schlenk shirt.
It's a sick shirt. That same day we were at the liquor store earlier, and like an old white lady was like, "Oh, Rusty Schlenk, is this a German name?" And I was like, "Yeah, he races cars in America, and is, you know, maybe he's German descent, but it was some old German lady looking to start a conversation." Didn't really care about race cars though, which is unfortunate. All right, media check-in time. I want to talk real quick about some video games. Formula 1 F1 23 came out. I've been waiting for Cozy to play it to like get like an actual opinion on it, because I know there's a lot of people that got the game early, but Cozy spends his money on it and fucking hates it because the game sucks.
Cozy's opinion is the only one that really matters.
They improved the driving slightly, but everything else is exactly the same. And the one of the big features that they showed off, they're like, hey, you have red flags now, just does not work in career mode. If a red flag comes out, the race is over and you're just stuck in that position. So yeah, you literally have to turn them off to play career mode, otherwise it's just broken. So shout out to Codemasters. And all the career stuff just has not changed at all. It's exactly the same as it has been for years. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Also announced today that Game Mill is making a NASCAR game.
Now, if you're not familiar with Game Mill, this is the same company that published Big Rigs.
Big Rigs Over the Road, the reverse Your Winner game.
Oh no.
That game was so bad it was an actual like meme. Like, incredible. And they still just pump out garbage games where they just like take IPs and just ruin them. Like, I think they make like a Nickelodeon kart racer that got like it got like a 58 Metacritic on PlayStation. Like, it's a tough look.
No, it's probably better in Garf Kart, dude. Come on, put some respect.
Well, they have Garfield in the game.
Oh,
I know
shit.
that. Hold on. Let me look up what the Metacritic is for Garfield Kart Furious Racing.
Nobody's ever typed that in before.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't have
Probably like, what the hell is this combination of words?
Get a Garf Kart.
None of these words are in the Bible.
This is blasphemy.
Okay, let's check it first. It has a Switch and PC. It has an 8.0 on PC and a 7.4 on Switch. That's tough.
Out of 100?
Hold on.
Yes.
Out of 100.
No, it's out of 10.
Garf Kart should not be an 8 out of 10. I'm sorry.
There's no critic reviews. That's why. That's just the user score. Unfortunately, the critics have not put out their reviews yet of Garfield Kart Furious Racing, but I hope they do soon. Meanwhile, Nickelodeon Kart 2 has a 72 from the critics and a 7.2 from the users. So
So worse than Garf Kart.
Worse than Garf Kart.
No. No.
Which I didn't think was possible.
It's a game. It has SpongeBob in it.
Speaking of like these,
We're gonna
silly
have to buy it on
arcadey
sale and do it.
racing games.
They got the Rugrats. They got SpongeBob. They got
Dude,
the Ninja Turtles.
Sign me up. Sign me up. It's a banger already.
They
Sign
got
me
Danny
up.
Phantom. They have Aang from Avatar. The fuck?
Do you know what?
That was
Randomly, I
Nickelodeon.
was just
That was
We just got a
Nickelodeon.
bunch of dudes. That makes
speaking of
sense.
These little arcadey, silly racing games. Something that randomly came up into my mind a few days ago that I haven't thought of in probably a decade. Me and my buddy from like elementary school used to play all the time on his N64. This fucking like South Park like racing
Yes.
kart game. Like it was like
That's
in
a
the early
thing?
days of South Park too, like the first couple seasons. Like and they made some like N64 like kart racing game. And
I
it was
remember
kind of
renting
like-
that game and being sorely disappointed. It
Uh-oh.
was
These things
terrible.
happen.
I don't remember how it was. It just randomly popped into my mind recently. It's like, dude, I haven't thought about that game in so fucking long. It's one of those things that just a decade went by. I just never thought about it once.
In that gaming tournament that I do where we play like a new game every month with the group of like 12 streamers or whatever. I missed June because of core, but I'll be there the rest of the season, I think. We're doing Garfield Kart in like November. And I'm ready to just wipe the field in that thing.
You did the first ever Garf Kart sweep on us a couple like days ago. Like they're
So-
gonna get just murdered.
I think I killed it because we were just like, oh yeah, we'll play Garfield Kart again. We did 3 cups, so 4 races each, 12 races in total, and I won 11 of them and finished second in the other.
We need
And
to
it's
get Cozy
dead.
back on the game so we have someone.
Please nerf.
LPPP.
Please nerf.
That's the thing. Yeah, Cozy will kick my ass still.
Cozy's first time on the game just wins. Like-
Yeah, yeah.
South Park Rally is the name of that game. I found it.
Now
South
we
Park
have been
Rally.
playing some Parsec.
It's like a
Yeah,
cheap
we
off-brand
Ben's
Mario Kart.
Ben's got Dolphin going, and with Parsec you can like kind of play multiplayer Wii games, but it's just sketchy because it still has to come through the internet.
Yeah, you gotta like log into Ben's server.
I basically log into Ben's computer, and it was great when we had 2 of us, but as soon as we tried to add a third person, it just couldn't
It was
really handle it.
yeah.
And there were just like 5 different things that broke within the span of 2 hours, which is unfortunate. And is there a way, like, if we get it going on our own PCs to play multiplayer together, or is that still like super janky?
It's way more difficult.
Yeah. All right, never mind, because that was already difficult enough.
Have you guys watched that Dirt series yet?
Yes, I'm on episode 5.
Dude, isn't it good?
What
It's
is
so
it?
good.
It's this little mini 5-part docu-series that Flow Racing produced, and it was broadcast on FS1 or debuted on FS1.
It's on
Sure.
YouTube now.
It's this little mini series following Larson, Justin Grant, Tyler Courtney, and Thomas Mesereau, like just about around like the Chili Bowl, Knoxville, Kings Royal, just other major events. Yeah, it's really cool.
That
Yeah,
does
NASCAR
actually
put out a
remind
fan
me.
survey about that, and it was like, "Have you heard of this?" Like, yes. How many episodes have you watched? 0. Like, I want to watch it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
It's
an
on
awesome little
YouTube for
series
free.
that-
It came free with your YouTube account.
I have
You
the
have
oldest YouTube
dirt.
account known to man. What the hell's it called?
It's literally called Dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah,
How
that's
am I
what
gonna
that
search
North
for
American
that?
sport.
Flow Racing Dirt. It'll literally
Okay.
be the first thing that comes up.
The subtitle is
NASCAR.
The Last Great American Sport.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh,
yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah, I remember seeing that. The last great American sport.
Yeah, they had the teaser like trailer going for that for a couple months.
Oh yeah, I see this.
It's great. I know I'm being biased, but very well produced.
Oh no, the last
can-
great American sport is specifically episode 5. Each one has their
Oh.
own like subtitle.
Yeah. You can see me
Episode,
a little-
episode 4, Kyle Larson says a slur.
I get people to watch
Wouldn't be
it.
the first time.
You can see
Uh,
me in little tiny snippets in the first
Ooh.
episode.
I'll be looking at. That actually reminds me. I started watching the Netflix like Tour de France Drive to Survive. It's I think it's called Unchained. Pretty fucking cool. Because I really like Drive to Survive because I've always been like a lifelong F1 fan, and it's cool seeing like the behind the scenes stuff and the kind of like storylines and drama. But the bits where they just explain what F1 is, I just fall asleep because I already know all this stuff. But watching something like that for a sport that I'm like just kind of getting into, like cycling, fucking cool. And it's like it's basically the same as Drive to Survive in terms of like production quality, which is great. I don't think anyone else is gonna watch it, but you know, Tour de France Unchained, I do recommend. That's all I've got. I don't think I played any cool video games this week. Does anyone know if GTA's gone back on their decision to delete a bunch of cars?
Not that I've heard of.
I haven't touched GTA in a couple months.
Fucking
now.
it.
I don't understand why you would delete unlicensed content.
Yeah. So that they can put them out, they can drip feed them and be like, hey, this week you can buy this car and get everyone to play their stupid game.
And to start taking stuff away from GTA 5, so it'll incentivize people to buy GTA 6 once they.
Yeah, just wait till they shut the servers off like week 2.
Yeah, just wait until they make you buy GTA 6 like 3 times because you already bought GTA 5 like twice.
I have bought GTA 5 3 times.
PC,
Unfortunate.
PS4, PS3.
It was PS3, PS4, then PC.
PC. I'm the same boat.
Yeah.
I think Ed did all that plus like the Xbox side too.
God damn. Not worth it.
DT, there is one other game that you talked about.
Oh,
and
yeah, what's
it's
up?
That Bit Battle.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I played that this week. BattleBit Remastered just came out. I've been part of the like beta test team for the past like year. It's basically like
Roblox Wreckfest.
Battlefield.
Roblox graphics, but based.
It's basically
gameplay.
They know that Battlefield sucks, so it's literally like 2 dudes who just made their own Battlefield.
You're a part of this?
There was like thousands of people.
Oh,
what do you mean?
okay. I mean, no, I just saw it going viral like this past week, so that's fucking cool. Like,
Yeah. I streamed it on Hans like a billion years ago, but Andrew and I were part of the like
Beta testers. Pretty much.
yeah, the testing team.
I think it's currently the #1 selling game on Steam right now.
Dude, it is popped off because it's just like everything that people want out of Battlefield apart from graphics. And it's just really fun. You can play either like 32 versus 32 or like 64 versus 64 or 128 dudes on each side. And there's just tons of dudes. There's just fronts everywhere, vehicles flying in, dudes in helicopters, cars going by.
What's it called again?
BattleBit Remastered. I love playing as a medic because you can kind of go like near the front lines and just like drag people to safety and like revive them and heal them and just kind of like play around there. But you can also just get a big old gun and start shooting. It's a good time. Yeah, literally $15 on Steam. If you can just get a few friends on it, just make a little squad and just have fun. I'm not very good at it. You don't have to be good at have fun. You just run around and shoot dudes, and there's just so much going on. It's awesome.
This is Battlefield Minecraft.
It is
Pretty much.
yeah, but it's fun and it's like super stable.
If you look past the graphics, everything else is great.
You literally forget about the graphics like 2 minutes into the game. Because you just focused on the actual like fighting element, which is great. And yeah, people love it. A lot of like big YouTubers have jumped on it and streamers and stuff, so it's really popped off this weekend because it just came out. So yeah,
Cody's
give it a
dead.
go. I actually might go play that when we're done recording. But that's all I've got for the media check-in. Anyone else? Any last medias?
Well, that was a hefty media check-in, so I'll save mine for next week. But
No,
just
what the
please-
hell?
I was about to say it's
No.
bedtime.
No, yeah, exactly. So just please know I'm going to Sundance. Me and Eddie are going to Sundance. We'll cut the bit next week, but we're going to Sundance.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Well, yeah. I want to hear from that next week. All right. It's time to open some mail.
In your fucking mail. Wash your fucking hands, slap.
Send in your fucking man.
Still hasn't
Send them
watched.
Send them in, guys.
Wash your fucking hands, slap. I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those.
I think
emails at this
Anderson
point.
even motivated him to wash his
fan
hands.
mail. Fan mail. Fan mail. Fan
Dude,
mail.
I had to
Power
wash
of
my hands after Anderson, dude. It was nasty.
The power of Anderson Speedway. It'll even slap to wash his hands.
I'm still logging into the email. Don't look at me. We've detected unusual activity on the account. I have to send a phone number? What?
You're dealing with this again?
Somebody has broken into Shrimp Hours podcast email. It's over. It's so over. It's
been
never been
hacked.
more over than it is right now.
Google is the
hacked.
worst. The worst. I logged into the core account last
Say
week
that they're gonna
and I
come
couldn't
after
do
you.
anything.
They're gonna show
and
up at DT's house with like the
Yeah.
FBI vans, like he's hands behind
Feds
the
are gonna-
back. Like,
Like
Throw
I've
'em
never
into a van.
experienced this. This has to be something to do with like you being in Canada or you using a VPN or something.
I'm not even using it. I haven't used it for months. I don't know. And I used this email last week.
Feds are gonna show up at your door and
It's so
toss you in
annoying.
the back of an unmarked van.
On my main account, at least they stopped texting me. They just like send me numbers in my YouTube app.
we're gonna find him in a lake, 2 shots back of the.
That code doesn't match the
Suicide.
one we sent. Bitch, the fuck?
It's getting into the dark territory of the podcast.
Oh my god.
Can we do crazy ass?
Why do
videos
they
while
send me a
you're-
code that has a letter in it and then expect me to know that I'm not supposed to type the letter?
Pull up the crazy fucking videos?
I like how we're 50 episodes in, and now we get like the.
If you'd like, take a few moments to help Google work better for you. Add or confirm your recovery email or phone number. Add a home address. Add a profile picture. No.
Add a blood type. Add a
No.
social security number.
God damn.
Add a sperm count.
Did someone send us something bad? What happened?
Add the blood of your fucking firstborn.
All right. All
It
right.
Also tells us that
Oh
you haven't
no, these
pre-read
are the
for email.
classified documents from Thug Shaker Central. Shut it down.
If you want to send us an email, don't send us anything weird, I guess. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com.
If you are from Thug Shaker Central, do not send us anything. If your name is Jack the Dripper, do not send us anything.
If the email address changes next week, you know what happened. But for now, ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. The first one comes in from Kyle Driscoll, who says, "Hello, Shrimps. Haven't sent one of these since I don't even know. But I have something to say about the Garage 56 Le Mans car. Get fucked, Caleb. It'll last 2 hours. McDonald's looking ass. That is all."
God,
Did
it's
Caleb say
ass.
it'll last 2 hours? I thought that was my bit. I'm not sure.
It was
I
one
think
of
we
you.
agreed on Jimmy Johnson binning it like
Yeah.
first stint.
I'm amazed.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
thought Jimmy Johnson would wreck it before sundown.
RKD writes in. He says, "Hey guys, it's RKD. Been a while. Had a lot of shit going on, but I did make it out to Portland for the Xfinity race. And thanks to last week's guest, Gabe Wood, I got invited to hang out in the number 45 pit box on Saturday during the race. Beers are on me next time you're out west up here, man. I got to stand on pit road during the Invocation National Anthem, arguably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. Even
Yes.
got to meet Jeffrey Earnhardt and get his autograph. That's cool, dude. Being on pit road in a NASCAR track is fucking cool.
Earnhardt's my man.
Due to work constraints, I can't make it to Portland for Formula E. Dams. That and the price was too high for not enough amenities. I'm not sure how long this experiment for Formula E at Portland will last. My race scheduled priorities have shifted towards NHRA at Pacific Raceways as my next major. If there's a chance to meet Tony Stewart, I'm going to take it as he's running Top Alcohol there. Maybe IndyCar after. Things might change. Have a good one. And he sent in some pictures. Here's him with Jeffrey Earnhardt.
Smoke. There's gonna be a long line.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jeffrey
Look
with
at that
the like
mustache.
Dale mustache doing the like Dale
And the wink
face.
Smirk.
Yeah.
Dude, he
Also shout out to the
looks
Josh
so
Williams
much-
shirt.
He is a
looks so
spitting
much
image
like
of
Senior.
Yeah.
He looks so much like Senior.
And there's Gabe sitting on the pit wall.
How we doing, Gabe?
Hell yeah, that's
These
cool.
things happen.
All right, great email. Big fan. All right, the next one comes in from our good friend Down Under, Andrew R. This one's titled Answers, episode 49. Because I think I said to send in your questions, concerns, or answers, and he has answers. He answers the question that Gabe Wood asked, what is a kilometer? It says, a kilometer is an anti-British unit. America literally fought a war with the British in 1775, and they had help with guns and ships, and so the balance shifts from the French. Miles are British imperial units. Do better, America. You won the thing from 1775 to 1783. Why still use British units?
Retried and failed.
Answer 2 about alcohol at Mount Panorama. The rule is 24 cans per person per day. That's 1 case per entry.
That's considered a small amount by Australian standards, by the way.
It says we're not alcoholics, we're drunks. Alcoholics have meetings, drunks can't spell. Thank you from Andrew R. And he sent in some pictures.
That's the name of the episode right there.
Here's a guy on a bicycle using a garbage can as a ramp next to the track parking lot. And then, of course, the great tower.
Oh my God.
Years.
Dude, look at how organized it is.
I think we saw this when it was like halfway up, but this is at the top of the hill, and they just start taping their cans to one of the telephone poles.
How do you get that high up?
Stacking dudes, get on shoulders.
Way up.
Dudes. I feel like we might have to make a trip out there. Like,
yeah. We forgot to talk about it, but
V8 per person per day
was on last week, and that was some good racing.
Oh yeah, I missed that
corner where they're going down, especially with the whatever their legend cars are. I forget what they're called.
The Aussie racing cars.
Yeah, they go
dude,
3 wide down
yeah.
that long stretch, and then they have to immediately brake to try to make this Martinsville turn. It's
so hot, so hot.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool. Andrew also he wrote in, given that RCR has an ex Holden Racing Team Commodore, which is basically like the Chevy SS of the supercars, and Penske still has one of their old DJR Penske Mustangs, how likely is it that these two teams are doing covert testing of parts in a car that isn't a Cup car? That's actually a really good point, because I know a lot of people, like, I know Penske drove their supercar at Watkins Glen, and people are like, oh, I see what they're doing, because it's similar to a next-gen car. But I never actually thought about, like, they might be putting parts in those cars to test.
Let's make sure
are they allowed to...
the illegal part was.
Are they allowed to test those? Because it's not a next-gen, it's not a NASCAR.
It's possible. It's the same thing with Hendrick with using the
well, that's
6s.
what... Well, that's actually not what he wrote next. But yes, Hendrick does have the track attack cars. His next sentence was that Hendrick absolutely has data from running Garage 56 at Le Mans. And like, can NASCAR start policing this stuff?
They will in due time, I'm sure.
What are they going to say? Like, you can't put NASCAR parts on a track? I don't know. It's tough.
We'll find out.
Yeah. And then one last email. Oh no, we got 2 emails. Mr. Ass sent in a video of Travis's car. He says it was gonna get a top 5, but the driver choked it on the last lap and became a ramp.
Is this the Bowman Gray car?
Yes.
This is Travis's old car, a Bowman Gray. Oh god, and I've had to download this video, so we'll see how this goes. Okay.
Malware right now. Your computer just shuts off and your bank account immediately gets drained.
No, those are PDFs.
Let me see if I can get this to not kill everything. Oh yeah, all right, cool.
There we go.
Yeah, all right, here's a video. Oh yeah. So Travis' car is in 5th right there. Oh my god. He's already sliding the shit out of it. He got a new hood. He's got sponsors on the hood.
Are there no fences at all? What is this?
Oh, he wrecked in the last corner.
That 10 car is Travis.
Oh, he's wrecked again.
Late model.
He's still going.
Dude, that thing is fucked.
Yeah, you could see in turn 1, he like drifted out of the garage. Drifted on his own. Right there. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh. And that's what gets him out of the groove to get
Damn, this is a
settled.
good battle for the lead here. It's going on. I can't tell if Travis's car got shipped or not. Doesn't look like it because the back
If it
looks
did,
fine.
it was out of frame.
And then he wrecks out of frame too. It's to the right here. Look in the top right.
Oh,
Some guy ramps off his nose.
That red car.
There's just body panels
And he's
everywhere.
just full
God
throttling it, just trying to
damn.
get to the checkered. Rest in peace.
That's kind of
She's not dead yet. She's still got a few more rounds in her.
Oh God, we'll see.
definitely
It's
got the
already like
Bowman
just
Gray to die.
I got one more in me.
yeah, being sentenced
I
to
didn't hear no bell.
being sentenced to Bowman Gray is like the worst thing for a race car.
It's where late models go to die.
Oh, I got an image from Eric Messer. He sent in some pictures because he's the photographer at Bowman Gray. And here's a picture of Travis's car wrecking.
Yeah, I remember seeing this picture.
And it's not looking good, boys.
No.
Can we also talk about just an Audi that someone put Audi stickers on a late model, like a grille and headlights and everything?
That's fucking hilarious.
Which is kind
There
of
used to be
cool.
one person at Greenville Pickens that put Cadillac stickers on their nose.
I don't know if they can reuse some of the parts from this car, dude. That's
That whole front end's toast.
like even the door is fucked. We might just see a car with like a camo rear end going around. My favorite part is that like we don't even know like, oh my God, hold on, I just got another picture. it's the front end of Travis's car being dragged behind someone else's. It got attached to the O2.
It's stuck in the fuel tank cage.
It's like a dog sniffing another dog's butt too hard.
I love that like
Its
we
nose
don't
taken
even know who's driving this car. We just get like updates every week of like Travis's car spotted wrecked.
It's being destroyed. Who has? All right, pull up
Yeah,
crazy.
shout out to Eric
before we
Messer
get
for doing
sidetracked
social
again.
for Core and everything.
Just in race car hell.
Yeah, it's a busy boy.
I do have one more email.
Okay.
Harley Payne wrote in. He said,
It's
"What's the coolest single object you've ever seen?" I saw an SR-71 a couple weeks ago, and I'm still awestruck.
The
I've seen a couple of
object.
those. Those are cool. He sent in a picture. There's not a lot of pixels. I don't know why.
That was the question.
But oops, that's the wrong button. But yeah, there's our boy,
That's a
the
big
ass
boy
end of an
plane right there.
SR-71.
Dude, that's a huge fucking plane.
Where is
Dude.
this?
Dude, they're all massive.
I'm not
like
sure.
the-
That's not the.
Looks like the
one at
DC Aerospace Museum.
No, because I've been there.
Because
And I
behind
also-
DC they have the Discovery.
I've been in two places where there's an SR-71 and a space shuttle right next to each other. Kind of cool. Yeah, what's the coolest single object you've seen? Like one thing where you're like, damn.
Slap selfie stick. Massive.
The hog platter.
You know what? For me, it would have to be Discovery, just because it still has the burn marks on it. Like it looks like it just came from space and they just plopped it into the Smithsonian.
It was
just crazy.
I gotta say, seeing like Enterprise was kind of underwhelming just because of how
Yes.
like clean it was, because it never actually went to space. They just like flew it around Earth a few times, and it's like cool, yeah, space shuttle, wow. But then you see Discovery, and you're like, okay, this thing has actually been like outside of our planet, and it's just
I watched
there.
the final Discovery launch. Like I was actually in Florida. I got to watch it. I was about a mile away and got to watch it go up into the sky.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Just seeing something like that. Yeah. That's all we got for fan mail. Remember, send your stuff in, questions, comments, concerns,
Hold on.
videos of
Hold
Travis's car. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. What's up?
So
I
Rusty.
want to do a quick plug for the RCR Museum. I had
Okay.
no idea that they had like real race cars in that place. But if you're trying to see like Dale Sr.'s actual like Daytona 500 winning car, Kevin Harvick's like anything he's ever won in that means anything, it's right there, and you can pretty much reach out and touch them. that blew me away. And I had a personal tour from my guy, Jay Pennell. And he used to work for RCR, and he could narrate the whole tour. They had like 50 senior cars. It kind of segues into like Harvick, and you get like Austin Dillon. You got some other guys, but like it was surreal to be able to see Dale Senior's car and some of the Harvick cars just sitting right there. Like, so shout out to the RCR museum.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Cody, did you want me to pull up these videos?
Yes, they're all. Quick.
Is it time? Are we actually doing crazy fucking videos?
Yes.
Dude, I'm gonna miss Reddit, man. Just pulling up these videos on Reddit, but
It's
Dude, fuck Reddit.
10 more
I finally
days.
downloaded the app, and like I saw like dudes fucking a watermelon. Like what?
Yeah, they fucked
Hey,
it.
yo.
how the Reddit on Sunday was based though.
Did we see that sprint car one yet or not? I think. I
Oh, we didn't. We watched this. We watched this like on our own, but we can definitely show this to the class. This is at Creek County Speedway in Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, due from like 4. Yeah, the last 4. They're all quick.
And this is like old. I don't know when the hell this is from.
Yeah, this is titled "The Craziest Sprint Car Crash or Not."
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh
my
Keep your
God.
foot in it. Keep your foot in it.
He
There's
does
not
like a
single thing
McTwist.
broken. There's not a single thing broken in the suspension.
He's driving good. Dude, that's actually crazy.
That was the
hell?
checkered flag too. So like the race was done there.
How does that happen, dude? How does he not hit his wing?
Keep your foot in it, dude. I frame by frame this. The wing comes like inches from touching the ground.
He gasses it, somehow doesn't hit the wing,
Wow.
and lands it without breaking anything. And he keeps his foot in it.
Kyle Larson
That's
could
nuts.
never.
Yeah, talk about running the high side.
Yeah.
I was keeping his foot in it upside down.
God damn. Do we want to watch the tow truck video? This
Yes.
one? I think
Yeah.
Oh,
this has made the rounds on the
I've
internet.
seen this one.
Yeah,
I think we've seen this.
Okay.
we might have watched it on this show. I think we did.
So yeah, it's good worth a rewatch.
This guy gave into the voices. There's a tow truck, like one of those flatbed things with the ramp down, and this guy just aims for it. I mean, like, I don't know how you do
They're
that.
definitely
but
texting, just wasn't fucking paying attention.
cool.
Dude, the tow truck driver was like right in front of the thing. He like ducked for cover in the neon vest.
Nah, he cleared him. He cleared him by like 2 heads. He's good.
We've always wondered what would happen if you would take one of those.
How we
Yeah.
found out.
And it's true. You get a bunch of air. I love the shot of it too. Like, this is such a great
Did it like
shot.
land on that other car?
No, the other car's in the right lane.
Yeah,
He landed in the left lane.
Dude, imagine looking next to you. You hear noise and you see a car landing upside down.
Look at it in slow mo.
Dude, shout out to the cop that was like running towards it, like while it was like still airborne.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's lots of there's EMS nearby at least. All right. We also got this fireworks video.
Sound on for this one.
Okay.
This one needs the sound.
All right.
It's got fireworks. We already know what's about to happen.
I think
We
all
got
these
people
clips
in
are
the
pretty
street.
old.
Why are they setting fireworks in the daytime?
Because they're dumb.
Oh my god.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, the
Yeah,
kids.
that was a close call. All right, everyone good? Everyone good? Uh-oh.
Oh, the car's on fire. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh, did they have a box under the car?
That's what we heard in Indianapolis.
I think they had a box of fireworks. Yeah, they do,
yeah,
right behind the car.
Oh, yep.
So that's where all their stuff was. They did a horrible job setting this one off, and it lit the box. And the kids are right there. Move.
Oh, uh-oh, he sees it. He sees it.
Yeah, and now you're fucked. At least the people move quickly.
Jesus. That car is toast.
Oh,
Car is
Yeah,
Does your
that
insurance
bumper's
cover
gonna be
that?
melted.
Is lit like $5,000 worth of fireworks underneath it.
Jesus
Over your
Christ.
bumper.
They put it underneath the fuel tank, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
It was at this moment they knew they had fucked up.
It just looks like a bomb going off.
Dude, look at that. It's Oppenheimer.
That dude just like enveloped in the fucking flames.
Look at how fast the things come flying out of there. Oh my god. That's a hell of a video. All right, last one. This one's titled Tow Truck Driver of the Year.
You have sound on still, right?
Yeah, this is in Europe. He's towing a Beetle. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Just going back to the trough again.
Is this in Japan? He's bouncing off like 4 vehicles.
It looks like he's gonna hit more, but then the video stops.
I wonder if this is a repo gone bad.
Dude,
this is in Europe.
And someone's honking at him, like telling him to stop.
Yeah, he like forgot to lock the steering or couldn't lock the steering and just didn't care. I don't get it.
He'd already hit shit before. That bumper was coming off before he hit the first
dude, it
car.
shakes the hell out of this truck. Like he knows. Look at the truck.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care.
He knows.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
He's bouncing it off everyone's vans parked on the street. God damn.
That guy just honking away.
Worth the effort, I guess.
Hey, we're all caught up on crazy videos.
Yeah, we're actually caught up on crazy fucking videos. That's
I
good.
could have posted a lot more if I wanted to. I kept them to a minimum.
Oh right, you can't see what I see. There we go.
Fucking it, you fucking it.
Thanks for watching. What?
I was gonna say at least he didn't have 82 tabs up.
84.
Yeah. Got the slap.
89.
This is the last ever episode of this show, but if there is one next week, it'll be the last one of the season. Well, I haven't started playing the music yet. Damn.
I thought you were gonna end it right there.
Now we can do it.
All right, we need a name.
24
I'm saying
cans per person per day.
That's pretty good.
Rainbow Valley.
Oh,
Rainbow Valley.
that's not bad.
They're all good.
Brain damage for Yakuza.
Hit the 1-2 with the brain damage podcast. Right after one of our friends gets CTE. It's brutal. He watches the show too. Shout out to Travis.
Moon Man would understand.
He would. We gotta get back on here sometime.
I'll let you decide, DT.
I kind of like Rainbow Valley.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of like Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley. All right.
It's like just
Valley
vague
Green
enough.
Boots.
Green Boots is a little on the nose.
Rainbow Valley, left turn at Green Boots.
Just Rainbow Valley.
I think
Short and sweet.
I think what I want to do is next episode will be like
Yeah, because it's
end of
Pride,
season
Rainbow Valley.
1. That's actually a good point. I think next episode will be like end of the season. I don't know if we should take a week off because like there's a lot of stuff going on still to talk about. We still have shit to talk about every week.
We take a week off, it'll definitely be dead.
Yeah.
We gotta get to like 56 and then call that season 1. Like full year.
Why 50? 50 is like the perfect. Also, a year has 52 weeks. I don't know what you're on about.
Conspiracy that a year is 56 weeks and not 52.
Wait, it's 52?
That's 52, you fucking...
12 months, not 13, Rusty.
Oh, shit.
Well, when the Earth doesn't spin and it's flat.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You got the local sun and moon. I lose track.
Oh, the moon's not real, Rusty.
It's a
I'm turning the
hologram.
lights up. It's last call. Everyone say bye.
Been crazy out.
Derp.